is Lori, and I'm going to talk to you about the pros of being a substitute teacher. Now, my focus in the last couple of years has mainly been high school, but these pros mainly can be applied to all grades, kindergarten through 12th. So first I'm going to start with some pros to being a substitute teacher and what I enjoy. First is the flexibility that it offers. You can choose what days you want to work, how often. You can work full-time or part-time. You don't have to ask for a day off. Second, you are basically your own boss. As long as you follow the school handbook and you do a good job. The other thing that I like, not having a boss per se, is I don't have someone looking right over my shoulder. I don't have to worry about setting goals. I don't have to worry about performance reviews or someone being critical of my performance. So I do enjoy that. Okay, another pro is that you can easily work around other schedules, other jobs. So because of the control over your own schedule, you can easily fit subbing in and around other part-time jobs or side hustles. So it's very nice. It's an easy way that you can fit some time in if you have time available during the school day and the school year, that you can fit in this to earn a little bit of extra money. With that last pro is the actual work schedule. It is wonderful. I enjoy it that I work only when kids are in school. So Monday through Friday during the daytime, early afternoon I'm done, and I get off on the breaks. I'm off all summer. I can do something different, or I can save up my money to be able to enjoy my summer. So I do enjoy that we have flexibility with our work schedules, and that the work schedule is when students are in school. And if you are a mom that has kids at home, mom or dad, I'm sorry, that have kids in school, it's a nice way for you to earn some extra money while they're at school. There is a high demand for substitute teachers along with regular teachers as well. So many schools have a shortage of subs. There's also teachers that are leaving the district early, so there may be an opportunity to long-term substitute, which does earn you a little bit more money. So there is a high demand, so there's a lot of jobs out there. And what I like too is I can be choosy about who I'm subbing for, what district or what school. Another pro is it's good practice. If you're thinking of becoming a teacher at all, you can try subbing at first. If you have a 4-year degree, you can just go get your license for substitute, which basically is taking like it can be online or in person, like one-day class, and you get your 3-year license as a substitute. But you can go ahead and you can try it out and decide, number one, if this is for me, and number two, what grade levels maybe that you enjoy the most. So when you do choose to become a teacher, and also the subject matter, you can certainly take a look and get an idea of what the teachers are doing for each of the different subject levels as well. I also enjoy the variety. Every day is definitely different, even if I'm subbing for the same teacher all week. Every day, generally, they have another assignment or something else to do, or I will a lot of times end up doing the homework myself so that I can help the students as well. But every day is definitely different. Each teacher runs their class differently, so the variety there, and I take positions from tech ed. You can be the band choir, you can have the gym teacher, you can have the woods teacher, you can have the business. So all the subjects, like if I'm giving you examples in high school, but basically there is such a variety of things, and the teachers know that you're not going to be able to sing, for example. They know they will make some type of a plan that basically anybody, any professional substitute teacher should be able to handle and present. Like the wood shop, they don't use the machines. They generally will do something online, or maybe we'll watch some film on some things, but they make it easier for you as a substitute teacher. But I do enjoy the variety. The other part that's wonderful is I don't necessarily, have to do any type of prep or lesson plans. Teachers create the assignments, so at the end of the day, I'm done. I don't have to worry about grading papers at night or planning what I'm going to do the next day. The big key there is to have something just in case, because if they don't have anything to do, that's when things happen and they start pushing the limits and doing things. So I do enjoy that. I really can go home and not worry about work the next day. Someone else is doing it for me. Okay. I also enjoy that high school can be chill. Okay. Most high school teachers, they'll leave something for the students to work on independently by that age. Now, I am talking more about high school now, but basically, you may have to show a film or a video, or they'll work on an assignment that's on their device, their laptop or Chromebook, and they'll be working on the assignments on their own, and you most likely won't have to teach anything. The only time I've ever ended up where I've really had to teach something, a couple of instances, but one where I'm the long-term sub, and number two, like if they're all having questions and can't figure out something, I may Google it and try and figure out how to do this math problem or whatever this is, and then try and help them figure it out, or I'll look on their online book and take a look to see if I can figure it out. But it can be chill where you'll have prep time. You'll have 1 or 2 hours during the day, depending on the teacher's contract with the school district. But a lot of them, they contract in there that they need to have time in order to do their grading and preparing for curriculum during the day. And what that means for you as a substitute teacher, there'll be an hour or more where you won't have anything to do, but you have to be there and you have to be available in case they need you in another room. Like if another teacher's gone and they don't have enough subs, they may put you in to take over for that period. So, but I do enjoy that I can spend my time reading, or sometimes I do chair yoga from a YouTube video. So there's different things that I enjoy about it, and it's not high stress. Sometimes people complain because it's boring, but as long as you're prepared and you have something that you enjoy doing, you probably can bring it in a bag if you crochet or knit or whatever, and sit at the desk and enjoy your time that you can chill. The other pro that I really enjoy is being a substitute teacher at the high school level. For me, is very rewarding. I make connections and I try and help students feel better about themselves. If you work at the same school consistently, you'll get to know the different students, and you can make a difference just by talking to them individually and getting to know them. They like it when you remember their names. I'm kind of tough on that. Sometimes I just remember the kids that are naughty because I've had to do something in regards to them. I have a harder time with the good kids, but I try and make an effort every time I'm in a classroom that I try and look at the seating chart and get to know the students, and I'll walk around and talk to them each individually to make sure they're okay. And I also stand at the doorway as they come in and greet each student. So sometimes that just makes them feel a little more comfortable. One last pro to being a substitute teacher is you have a great opportunity to work on yourself. I have read a lot of self-help books throughout my whole lifetime, and one thing that students do, especially at the high school level, is they will trigger you, and you can learn to rise above and work through those triggers The big realization is that it's not you, that it's them, that they're upset about something and they're mouthing off or lipping off to you or being very disrespectful, and not to take things personally. They will definitely push your buttons, and I have realized how much that I have grown by learning to not take their actions and words personally and try to set an example. You have to be okay with students hating you for doing a good job and being a good substitute teacher. It's okay. And don't take things personally. It's don't let them trigger you where you react and get mad and say something back or say something you shouldn't. So it's hard not to do that. Or it's also hard to not change the look on your face when a student says something. I do sometimes have a look of shock, like, oh my God, really? You just said that? Okay, let's move on. Let's just ignore that I even heard that. Sometimes I do that too. But for the most part, it is a great opportunity to build up your self-esteem, become a strong person, to learn about boundaries, to learn about handling your emotions, and in that also helping the students learn about theirs. So I've done that where I've talked to them about, especially when it's a class of freshmen, for example, and they haven't met me yet, and I will go through and talk to them about controlling their emotions and not letting things get them upset so that they react in a bad way. So they're not in tune at all with realizing how what they say and do affects others. High school students are only thinking about themselves. Very rarely do you have it where they even feel bad about anything that they said to you, much less anybody else in the room, and they think we should all be able to handle it. So sometimes it gives an opportunity for you to do some teaching on that as well. Thanks for joining me for my list on the pros of becoming a high school substitute. I have another video coming up, and it tags along behind this. It's 11 cons or negatives of becoming a substitute teacher. So make sure to watch that video as well so you get both the pros and the cons. And I will continue with some videos, hopefully each week, with some tips and different tricks and things that I do specifically when I'm substituting at the high school level. Thank you for joining me, and be sure to follow. And if you have any additional pros that I hadn't mentioned, be sure to mention it in the comments. Thank you so much.